to lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Detroit, shortstop, number 1.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Yelich is under it. Makes the play, 1 away. So a moment now to take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Detroit Tigers. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, you have to be impressed with what J.D. Martinez does for this offense. He's coming off a historic performance his last time out, a 4-home run game. It was one of those displays of power that just leaves you breathless. Like, you can't believe what you just saw. Man, it was impressive.
Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Yelich going back to the track, and this one is gone. A home run. Justin Upton with the solo home run, number 196 for his career, as the Tigers grab a 1-0 lead.
Sometimes these pitchers, they let their egos get the better of them. Here, instead of working the corners, maybe using something with a little more movement, gives them a straight challenge. It winds up costing them.
The first baseman, Miguel Cabrera, stands in.
Miguel Cabrera.
Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. Gone. Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. So a solo shot off the bat of Miguel Cabrera, and it's given Detroit a 2-0 lead.
This guy's got to be at the point where he's thinking, do we really need to play another team after this? I mean, this is now 4 home runs for him in the series. You talk about a guy that looks comfortable up there. He's just having his way with the entire pitching staff.
Here's J.D. Martinez.
J.D. Martinez.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Chen into the windup. Here's the 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. These Marlins, EK, as they take the field here this afternoon, they didn't get it done here in front of a big opening day crowd, but they'll look to get back on track here.
Yeah, certainly no time to panic. You've got 161 more to go. You just need to...
He swings and crushes it. Oh my, there is no doubt about this one, and they've done it again. Back-to-back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 5 on the year, and the Tigers take a 3-0 lead.
As a colleague of mine likes to say, boy, oh boy. That is now 3 straight home runs here in the very first inning. And now, I would not be surprised to see the bullpen spring into action, because I would bet it's not all too often that a guy could survive an inning like this and then go on to pitch an effective ball game.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler.
Ian Kinsler.
Line drive to center field. Yelich is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. With a moment now, let's give you a look at the BK. What do you got?
Well, guys, we have an very athletic, wiry type of guy that gets very good jumps, has a good arm as well. We'll see if he makes an impact defensively in this one.
Nick Castellanos will stand in, coming off a 2-home run game a night ago. Shot back up the middle, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
And I got a feeling the last thing these guys want to do is get someone up in the bullpen here in the first inning. But they might not have a choice because this is 4 hits against them already, and that last one was smoked.
James McCann set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Here comes the first pitch. And that's cut on and missed 0-1. And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Bullard's got a pretty good strike zone all around. He'll miss a call every once in a while in the corners, but what umpire doesn't?
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And now third base coach Dave Clark's giving him the come on around third. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
And this latest double right here should be the one that finally chases this guy. I mean, he's pretty clearly not right out there. And I would be absolutely shocked if they don't come out and hook him right now.
Here's Cameron Maben now. To short, hit hard. Fielded by Hechavarria. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Tigers are out in front, 4-0. Justin Verlander is on the mound for game 2. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, he does like to throw the curveball, and it's one of those 12-6 curveballs, a big downward break. We'll see how much break he has in this one.
D. Gordon comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Marlins, second baseman, D. Gordon.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Under it is Maben now as he pulls it in for the first out. Time now for a glance at the Marlins lineup card in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
You know, I'm looking forward to seeing if that man hitting 8 can stay hot. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. He knows how to stay within himself and come through in the clutch.
Christian Yelich will stand in. He comes off an 0-for-4 in last night's ball game.
Well, when you have a rough day at the plate, it's all about letting it go. You can't dwell on it for too long.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Eric, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, they were the spoilers here on opening day as they took game 1 of the season on the road.
Yeah, but most of the folks below us weren't all that happy, but that was a good way to get your season off on the right foot. 1-0 sounds a whole lot better than 0-1, but there's a long way to go, no question about it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
Got him. Now that we have a chance, let's take a look at the defense for the Detroit Tigers. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, Matty, Ian Kinsler, for me, is one of the most underrated second basemen in all of baseball. He's got great range, does a great job of positioning himself, always makes a routine play, makes acrobatic plays, turns the ball great at second base. He's a huge advantage for a pitching staff.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Oh, 0-1 count and the pitch. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Upton has a beat on it. And the inning is over. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. Second inning coming up here in South Florida. It's the Tigers 4 and the Marlins nothing. Justin Verlander makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
Hit high and deep to left field. Back goes Ozuna to the track, to the wall. Gone! A solo shot here to left. And the Tigers add on. It's now a 5-0 score.
You want to talk about instant offense? How about the first pitch of the inning? He's just hoping to get ahead here with a first pitch strike, but now all of a sudden, he's got a guy circling the bases.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. It looks like this is going to be one of those times.
Hard hit ball to second. So this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out.
Sure not fooling a whole lot of guys in these first few innings. That ball was absolutely raked, and it's not the first one that's been hit hard. He's just fortunate that that one was right at his man.
Here's Justin Upton now. In the air to center field and deep. Back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Number 197 in his career. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Whatever these guys are putting in their pregame meal, you can be darn sure they're getting the same setup tomorrow. That's 5 home runs as a team now. I mean, these guys are feeling it up there.
First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. As he'll swing and send a line drive out to right field. Stanton is there, 2 down.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Here's J.D. Martinez. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Tigers 6 and the Marlins nothing. Justin Bour will come forward now to start the inning, and with his guys down 6 in the early going, being blown out.
Yeah, and I think the big thing here is you've got to come up with something, even if it's just 1 run. You got to let those guys over there know that you haven't given up and that you're going to fight them until the last out.
Drilled to first. Oh, what a stop on the slide. It's there. He got him.
Wow, made it look easy.
Batting fifth, third baseman, Martin Prado.
Martin Prado will stand in here, and like so many others, hitless in the shutout last night.
You know, guys, we all know that those kind of games are going to happen in this sport. It's a tough game out there, no matter who you are. But the good ones are able to put that day behind you and go out and focus on the next game.
Bounce to first. Glove by Cabrera, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Now, these infielders have been busy early on, and that's another ground ball out for them. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
Marcell Ozuna gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Out in front of it, strike 1. Verlander into his motion. Here's the 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2.
Very economical to start out there. Got through that first inning on just 9 pitches. He's got a chance to keep it in single digits here again in the second.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Nothing doing against Verlander that time around. His club up big. It's 6-zip. Back at Marlins Park for the 3rd inning as we get a nice aerial view of Miami Beach's Art Deco district. Ian Kinsler is into the box as we are all set to begin the 3rd. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. This is hit high and deep out to left. Ozuna ranging back. Oh, and this deflects right off him. And he will make it into second with a 2-base hit here to begin the 3rd.
Well, that didn't take long to get a man into scoring position. And quite truthfully, he's probably a little bit unlucky that he's not touching third and home here as well. No waiting for a pitch here. He jumps on that very first pitch of the inning and nearly drives it out of here.
Nick Castellanos will stand in now with the runner at second following the leadoff double.
Yep, more hot water here to start the inning, and it's right back into that stretch again. And this is starting to become a theme for him.
Chen sets. Here comes the first pitch. Liner toward right center. That's in there. Base hit. Here's Kinsler around third. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's 7-0.
Gotta like your chances when you put up 7 runs early in a ball game. They are off to a hot start, no doubt about it.
McCann.
Now the Marlins skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to more than a handful of boos, I'm sure, after what can only be described as a terrible pitching performance. David Phelps is going to come on to pitch here, and seeing as though it's just the 3rd inning, he may be asked to work for a while. James McCann will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with the runner at first and nobody out. Line hard, but this is a foul ball. Line drive to left. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch.
Wow, tough play. You know, it's always a danger as an outfielder when you try to make a play like this. You worry about that wrist because sometimes you can get it tucked under when you hit the ground and you can twist it up pretty good or maybe even break it. But here, not only does he come away unhurt, but he also comes away with the baseball.
Here's Cameron Maybin now. as he goes after the first pitch and lines one out toward right center. But this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out.
And you have to figure he didn't think he'd be seeing any action this early on, but he's going to need to hold down the fort for a while here now that there's starters already out of the ballgame.
In now, Justin Verlander. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Well, I think he proved that he can turn on a pretty good fastball and hit it out of the ballpark, so you need a different approach in this at-bat.
Line toward right center, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Well, I think the phrase here is, one's an aberration, two is a trend. And sure enough, hey, he's got himself a two-hit ball game.
Jose Iglesias stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Liner towards second, but a great diving catch here will end the inning, and he might have saved a run in the process as well. That's as good a play as you're going to see a second baseman make, and he does it to end the inning. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. JT Realmuto will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
And that's by him. It's 0-1.
And that guy right there is the beneficiary of all these early runs. He's got to be the happiest guy in the ballpark.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Yeah, same pitch, same result, and he's late on it again.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Iglesias is up with it, and he's retired here, 1 away.
And, you know, it's pretty safe to say that anytime you give a guy 7 runs of support here in the first half of a ball game, he's probably going to be okay out there. And he gets the first out of this inning here.
At the plate, Adeiny Echeverria, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Now the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
A classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Batting 9.
David Phelps will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's a fastball from Verlander to jump ahead 0-1. Marlins are still on the lookout for their first hit of the ball game. Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
Well, give him some credit. With 2 outs, a lot of pitchers will just leave that bat on their shoulder, but he's at least taking some hacks and making the pitcher work.
Oh, he went for the knockout. guide into straightaway right. Martinez has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Down in order, they need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Justin Upton will start things off in the inning for Detroit. He'll be followed by Miguel Cabrera waiting on deck.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Swing and a liner, but foul. The windup and the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Oh, and he turns another one around here. And his fine ball game will continue. Give him another home run. So a solo shot here to left center field, the 198th of his career, as they've widened this lead to 8 now. And that dinger puts him 2 short of the 200 mark for his career.
Yeah, and you know, some guys will lie to you and tell you that they're just out there playing day by day, not thinking about any of those particular milestones. They just want to get a W for the team. But the truth is, you do know when you're approaching those milestones, even the minor ones. He's keenly aware of how many home runs he's got, Matt.
First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. So a solo shot off the bat of Miguel Cabrera. His second home run of the game as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
As a pitcher, and especially as a relief pitcher, you got to have a short memory out there. Here, he gets burned again on back-to-back home runs. Not really what you want to do when you're coming out of the pen.
Here's J.D. Martinez. Now that ball is smoked, carrying to deep left. In there, a base hit. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Well, these guys have been very aggressive on the fastball so far, and this is another example of it right here. You know, working the count is great and all, but if the guy's going to lay a fastball in there on the first pitch, no reason not to go after it, and he jumps all over this one.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. For Martinez, he's at second with his second double of this young season. And it's quickly 0-2. No one out with a runner at second. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
And you'll see where these 3 pitches are on show track. They're all in the strike zone, all basically right on top of one another. So clearly they had a plan of attack there, and it nets them a strikeout.
Nick Castellanos now, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Man, I don't know what he's waiting for. That one was even more down the middle than the last one was.
1 out and a runner on second base.